On this video, I'm going to show you how to do the Simple Marguerite Stitch. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some yarn that's 100% cotton, size 3. Let's do it. So we're going to start with a foundation chain that's a multiple of 2, plus 1, plus 2 for the base chain. So I'm going to do 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12. I'm going to add 1 and then 2 for the base chain. So now I'm going to start my first Marguerite stitch. The loop in my hook does not count. So I'm going to go into the second chain from my hook. This is the first one. This is the second one. So this is the first one. This is the second one. I'm going to insert my hook there and pull up a loop. Now I'm going to do the same into the third, which is the next one over. Pull up a loop. So now I have 3 loops on my hook. Now I'm going to skip the 4th stitch and do the same into the 5th stitch. Pull up a loop. All the loops should be even at this point. None should be taller than the other or shorter than the others. So now you're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 of these loops that you have on your hook. And you're going to chain 1. So this is a Simple Marguerite stitch. For the next one and moving forward, you're going to insert your hook in 4 different places. The first one's going to be the loop that was created once you chained 1. So it's going to be this one here, 1. The next one's going to be the base of the Marguerite stitch, which is this bigger hole that you see here, 2. Then you're going to skip a stitch and go into here. So actually 3 places, but you'll have 4 loops on your hook. Let me show you. So you're going to go into where the chain was created, pull up a loop. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Next one, you're going to go into the base of the Marguerite stitch, this bigger hole here. It's easier to see. And now grab your yarn, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook. Then you're going to skip 1 and go into the next one. Grab your yarn, pull up a loop. So now you have 4 loops on your hook again. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 of these loops and do a chain 1. So that's a second Marguerite stitch. We're going to do that again, going into this back of the chain 1 that you just created. Pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook. The next one's going to be the base. The next one's going to be, you're going to skip a stitch and go into the next one. Push your hook, pull the yarn through it, pull up a loop, 4 loops in your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and chain 1. So that's your third Simple Marguerite stitch. They're pretty cute. They're like little knobs, I guess. Again, go into the back of the chain 1 and pull up a loop. Base of the Marguerite stitch, pull up a loop, skip 1 and onto the next one, insert, yarn over, pull up a loop, 4 loops in my hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 and chain 1. So if you did your math right, you should be left with 2 stitches for the last one. So we're going to insert in the back of the chain, pull up, base of the Marguerite stitch, pull up, 3 loops on your hook, and now skip 1 and go into the very last one, pull up a loop, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4. So for me, I have 6 Marguerite stitches. For row 2, we're going to do a chain 3 to start. Chain 3. So now I'm going to flip my work and onto the second chain from my hook, from the ones that I just created. I'm going to insert my hook and pull up a loop. Now onto the third one, insert my hook, pull up a loop. Now I'm going to skip the next stitch, which is technically the top here. This is the fourth, and into the fifth, the next one, I'm going to insert my hook and pull up a loop. To have 4 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through all 4, and chain 1. This is my first Marguerite stitch on the second row. So now I'm going to go into the back of this chain 1 and pull up a loop. 2 loops on my hook. Now we're going to the base of the Marguerite stitch, pull up a loop, skip a stitch, just this one here, onto the next one, pull up a loop, 4 loops in my hook, yarn over, pull through all 4. So you're going to do this same repetition over and over and over moving forward. I'm going to do it again one more time. Oh, sorry, I didn't chain 1 to finish that stitch. That's important because that's where you're going to go in through first. So insert the hook through the back of that chain 1, pull up a loop, insert the hook at the base of the stitch, which is like a bigger hole, pull up a loop, skip this stitch, and onto the next one. Push your hook through, pull it back, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4. Chain 1. Push, pull, base, pull, skip a stitch, next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 4. And there we go. It's pretty cute. It looks like stars, kind of. Chain 1. Push, pull, skip, and 1, pull. Okay, now I have 2 stitches left, so I want to show you this very last one so you don't get confused. This is my second to last one, and then this is my last one. It's like it's the top of the chain 3 from the previous row. So we're going to do the last one. Here I need to chain 1 to finish that Marguerite stitch. So I'm going to insert my hook through the back of that chain 1 first, pull up a loop. Now at the base of the Marguerite stitch, pull up a loop, skip a stitch, which is this one, and onto the last one, which is the top of the chain 3, which is a little bit harder to grab, so I just want to be careful to go through the right places. There we are. So onto the last stitch there, pull up a loop, 4 loops in your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4. So there we have it. I like this stitch. Let's finish this little swatch so we can see the finalized thing here. Okay, this is actually so beautiful. It has this like beautiful texture to it. So I feel like a bag like this would look really nice. I could see it on a sweater. It still has a really beautiful finish. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Hopefully one day I can make something with just this stitch. How pretty.